Hey guys, welcome to the channel if you're new, welcome back if you're a subscriber. Special thanks to all of my patrons. My name's Neil, and today we are watching Stanley Kubrick's Full Metal Jacket. This is another winner from one of my Patreon polls. This poll in particular was just for war movies. Full Metal Jacket won out, and I'm really excited to check it out. It's one of these movies that I've always been very, very aware of, but for whatever reason never got around to seeing. I think, if I remember correctly, it came out at about the exact same time that Platoon did. And for whatever reason, I fell into the Platoon camp of that divide, and fell in love with Platoon. I think Platoon did great in the Oscars that year, and for whatever reason I never got around to seeing Kubrick's take on Vietnam. Now, Vietnam's such a ripe milieu for war movies. One of my favorite movies of all time, Apocalypse Now, is set there. In fact, Apocalypse Now is really, in my mind, the very first movie that I ever sat down and analyzed. It's the first time I ever watched a movie not just to enjoy a movie. But huge shout out to Mr. Baker, my English 12 teacher. One semester we were doing Joseph Conrad's Heart of Darkness, and Mr. Baker, made Apocalypse Now part of our curriculum for that semester. We studied the movie. I broke down the opening scenes of Apocalypse Now the way I've never watched a movie before that point in my life, and it really gave me a great deal of appreciation for filmmaking and visual storytelling that I really hadn't consciously realized prior to then. Anyway, I'm diverging. Full Metal Jacket. What do I know about this movie? Obviously, it's Kubrick, and I'm ashamed to say there's a handful of Kubrick movies I still haven't seen, and I really do need to get around to doing them all. Subscribe to the channel, guys, because I have a feeling it's going to happen in the coming months, that I will start working my way through the remainder of the Kubrick catalog. I know cast-wise, it's Matthew Modine, it's Vincent D'Onofrio, a young kingpin, is in this. I know that there is an infamous drill sergeant character in this movie that isn't played by an actor, but is played by a real drill sergeant. So I know that I'm pretty sure there's some basic training in this, but I also feel like we're going to end up in Vietnam in the shit. So, but the story itself, I'm really unclear. I'm quite curious to jump into it, and I'm sure we'll have a ton to discuss once it's all over. So be sure to stick around once the movie stops playing for Neil to start talking. If you guys want to support the channel, don't forget to check out my Patreon, patreon.com/NeilTalks. You can get early access to all of my reactions, and if you prefer a full-length reaction, if you've got your own copy of this movie, you can hang out with me and watch the entire show with me, instead of having to deal with the edits I have to put in place for YouTube. Alright, well, with that, guys, let's jump into it. This is from 1987. Stanley Kubrick's Full Metal Jacket. This is not the opening music I thought we'd get.
Goodbye, my sweetheart. Hello, Vietnam.
They did that for real. Man, it's just about speed at all costs here, isn't it? The only other movie I can remember seeing something like this is V for Vendetta. Did they do it in G.I. Jane too?
Gunnery Sergeant Hartman, your senior drill instructor. From now on, you will speak only when spoken to.
Sir, yes, sir.
Bullshit, I can't hear you. If you survive recruit training, you will be a weapon. You will be a minister of death. But until that day, you are nothing but unorganized, grabastic pieces of amphibian shit. I am hard, but I am fair. I do not look down on niggers, kites, wops, or greasers. Here you are all equally worthless. Well, there's one thing that you won't like, Private Snowball. They don't serve fried chicken and watermelon.
Yes, sir.
That you, John Wayne? Is this me?
Who said that?
Whoa.
Who the fuck said that? Was it you scroungy little fuck, huh?
Sir, no, sir.
I bet it was you.
Sir, no, sir.
Sir, I said it, sir.
What have we got here? A fucking comedian, private joker.
Oh.
You little scumbag. You will not laugh. You will not cry. You will learn by the numbers. I will teach you. Are you shook up? Are you nervous?
I am. I'm shook up and nervous.
I bet you're the kind of guy that would fuck a person in the ass and not even have the goddamn common courtesy to give him a reach around. I'll be watching you. From now on, you're Gomer Pyle.
Sir, yes, sir.
Do you think I'm cute, Private Pyle? Do you think I'm funny?
Sir, no, sir.
Then wipe that disgusting grin off your face.
Sir, yes, sir. Sir, I'm trying, sir.
Private Pyle, I'm going to give you 3 seconds. Exactly 3 fucking seconds to wipe that stupid-looking grin off your face, or I will gouge out your eyeballs and you. 1, 2.
This is going to be an interesting
Three.
edit.
Bullshit! Get on your knees, scumbag. Now lean forward and choke yourself.
What an opening scene. Wow. There's one way to introduce us to our new recruits.
Up in the morning to the rising sun.
Gonna run all day till the running's done.
Gonna run all day till the running's done.
Beautiful so far. It's a lot more musical than I anticipated.
Son of a bitch.
Got the blue balls, crabs, and the 7-year itch. Well, shoulder. Private Pyle, what are you trying to do to my beloved car? You want to be different.
Sir, no, sir.
What side was that, Private Pyle?
Sir, left side, sir.
Are you sure, Private Pyle? What side was that, Private Pyle?
Sir, right side, sir.
Your left shoulder. Left foot, left foot, your left shoulder. You're married to this piece, this weapon of iron and wood, and you will be faithful. Pray.
This is my rifle. There are many like it, but this one is mine. I must shoot him before he shoots me. I will. Before God, I swear this creed. Amen.
Patty. Good night, ladies.
Good night, sir.
This is my rifle. This is my gun.
This is for fighting. This is for fun.
Get up there, Pyle.
What?
Pull. Pull, Pyle, pull. Come on, pull. You gotta be shitting me, Pyle. You are a worthless piece of shit, Pyle. Get out of my face. You climb obstacles like old people fuck. You know that, Private Pyle? Get up here. You're too slow. Move it, move it. Are you quitting on me?
Has one character ever had more dialogue in the opening 10 minutes of a movie than this sergeant?
Were you born a fat, slimy scumbag, you piece of shit, Private Pyle? Or did you have to work on it? Quickly, ladies!
Joker's like pulling double weight here. I like the camaraderie.
Hurry up, move it out! You goddamn communist heathen, you had best sound off that you love the Virgin Mary, or I'm gonna stomp your guts out. Now, you do love the Virgin Mary, don't you?
Sir, negative, sir.
Private Pyle, from now on, Private Joker is your new squad leader, and you will bunk with him.
Whew.
Left one over the right one over the left. Just throw your other leg over.
Come on, Pyle.
Boy. Just throw it over.
Man, this guy turns into Kingpin.
If your killer instincts are not clean and strong, you will hesitate at the moment of truth.
I'm just realizing I'm watching a 4:3 letterbox aspect ratio, and I wonder if this is how it
United States Marine Corps.
1, 2, 3,
aired in the theaters too.
1, 2, 3, 4. I love the Marine Corps.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It doesn't feel like it's cropped. It feels like this is how
Your Corps.
it was framed.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What is that, Private Pyle?
Sir, jelly donuts, sir.
From now on, whenever Private Pyle fucks up, I will not punish him. I will punish all of you. They're paying for it. You eat it. Ready? Exercise.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, man. I think this is pretty darn accurate. I don't feel like this is overblown or dramatized. It just...
Everybody hates me now.
Nobody hates you, Leonard. You just keep making mistakes.
Is he like...
I need help.
He doesn't feel mentally all there. He feels a little bit mentally challenged.
1, 2, 3, 21.
Frickin' burpees suck.
1, 2, 3.
Thumb in his mouth. What did he do this time? Brutal. Ah, Pyle. Uh-oh. This is the first time we've sort of like... We're not watching training. This is after hours. What's going on? Are they going to beat Pyle or is something else going to happen? This is completely different. Everything else we've seen up to this moment has been training, training, training. Nothing but. What is going on? Wow. Completely choreographed.
Do it! Do it! Remember, it's just a bad dream, fat boy.
Oh.
What makes the grass grow?
Blood, blood, blood.
What do we do for a living, ladies?
Kill, kill, kill.
Oh, he's broken.
Oswald got off 3 rounds with an old Italian bolt-action rifle in only 6 seconds and scored 2 hits, including a headshot. Do any of you people know where these individuals learned how to shoot?
Were they both Marines?
Those individuals showed what one motivated Marine and his rifle can do.
Oh, boy.
Nice.
Yeah, he's broken.
Everything clean.
I think Leonard's a Section 8.
That's what Klinger kept shooting for in MASH, wasn't it? A Section 8.
I want to slip my tube stick into your sister. What are you taking trade? What do you got?
Outstanding, Private Pyle. I think we finally found something that you do well.
Sir, yes, sir.
Hell, I may even allow you to serve as a rifleman in my beloved Corps.
Sir, yes, sir.
The Marine Corps does not want robots. The Marine Corps wants killers.
Marines die. That's what we're here for. But the Marine
Jeez.
Corps lives forever. Taylor.
Sir, yes, sir.
0300, infantry. Joker.
Sir, yes, sir.
4212, basic military journalism. You gotta be shitting me. Jesus H. Christ, you're not a writer. You're a killer.
A killer, yes, sir.
Homer Pyle.
Sir, yes, sir.
0300, infantry. You made it. Perkins.
Oh, he's... What happened to Pyle, man? Why is this... What's so scary? Why are we playing up the fear and the tension all of a sudden? Oh, we're actually hearing that. I thought it was just like music. Oh man, D'Onofrio does
Hi,
creep.
Joker.
Oh man, he does messed up well. Oh, this isn't good. Oh boy.
7.62 millimeter. Full metal jacket.
There's our title.
If Hartman comes in here and catches us, we'll both be in a world of shit.
I am in a world of shit.
This is my rifle. There are many like it, but this one is mine.
Why is Private Pyle out of his bunk after lights out? Why is Private Pyle holding that weapon?
Oh man, D'Onofrio. Oh jeez.
What is your major malfunction, numbnuts, child?
Wow. Wow. And now. Holy jeez. No, 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 no. Holy jeez. Wow. And that was Act 1. Ah! Holy fuck, Kubrick. What are you doing to me?
Me so horny. Me love you long time. Be sure you only fuck the ones that cop.
Oh, jeez. Walk all over you. Oh. Dang.
We're supposed to be helping them, and they shit all over us every chance they get.
Take it too hard, Rafter, man. It's just business.
A high school girl could do my job.
Writer and a
I
photographer.
want to get out to the shit. I want to get some trigger time.
A bro in intelligence says Charlie might try to pull off something big during the Tet holiday.
Tet holiday is like the 4th of July, Christmas, and New Year all rolled into one.
Yep, but there's the Tet Offensive coming, I guess, isn't there? I know that term.
Ann, Margaret, and Entourage are due here next week. Get me some good low-angle stuff. Don't make it too obvious, but I want to see fur and early morning dew. I'll rewrite it and give it a happy ending. Say, one killed. Make it a sapper or an officer.
Whichever you say.
Is this going to be a war movie without any combat?
Tet, the year of the monkey.
I am fucking bored to death, man. You know he's never been in the shit because he ain't got the stare.
The stare?
The 1,000-yard stare.
Oh.
Incoming.
Yeah, they're under attack. Maybe. Yeah, they are under attack.
Hey, I hope they're just fucking with us. I ain't ready for this shit.
Jeez, they're under attack. Well, that was it. Okay.
In strategic terms, Charlie's cut the country in half. The civilian press are about to wet their pants, and we've heard even Cronkite's gonna say the war is now unwinnable.
Does this mean that Anne Margaret's not coming?
All right, we're going into the shit.
Get some! Get some! Come on!
Come on, Rafterman, hold it together.
Get some! Come on! Get it! Come on! Get some! Get some!
Just-
Yeah! You guys ought to do a story about me sometime. I've done got me 157 dead goops killed.
Any women or children?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Jeez.
You shoot women and children.
Easy. You just don't lead them so much.
Jeez.
You people came looking for a story. This is your lucky day.
Outstanding, sir. We taking care of business?
Still wearing his button. These are the executed civilian. Oh
The
man,
dead have been covered
all the
with
press
lime.
there.
The dead know only one thing. It is better to be alive.
You write born to kill on your helmet and you wear a peace button. What's that supposed to be? Some kind of sick joke?
I think I was trying to suggest something about the duality of man, sir.
The what?
The duality of man, the Jungian thing, sir.
The Jungian.
We are here to help the Vietnamese because inside every gook there is an American trying to get out. It's a hardball world, son. We've got to try to keep our heads until this peace craze blows over.
Holy shit. Oh my It's a joker. I hope I never see you again, you piece of shit. What's happening, man?
This is my bro Joker from the island. They're from Stars and Stripes. They'll make you famous.
You're a real comedian.
He's Joker.
Well, they call me the Joker.
I'm gonna tear you a new asshole.
Only after ya eat the peanuts out of my shit.
But under fire, Animal Mother's one of the finest human beings in the world.
Dead body?
This is his party. He's the guest of honor.
These people we wasted here today are the finest human beings we will ever know.
It's so messed up. But you can totally see how fucked up you would get in this scenario, and you have to have that dark humor just to stay sane. Maybe? I don't know. Jeez. Oh, was that their commander in the lead?
We're gonna stop here and check out what's in front of us.
That guy, Animal, looks a lot like D'Onofrio again. It's like Pyle's clone. You don't think of like urban battles in Vietnam. You think about it all being in the jungle, but of course there's so many cities too. It's interesting seeing this. Yeah, it's just very different from what I've typically seen. Jeez. Holy. Oh, look at his shake. Can't even hold the camera steady.
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird.
Oh man, these cuts with the music are just crazy. They're just so jarring. It's crazy. Like, there's a scene in Apocalypse Now where Coppola appears as a filmmaker too. We're just sticking with the media theme about this war.
Start the cameras. This is Vietnam, the movie. Yeah, Joker could be John Wayne. I'll be a horse.
Go easy, bros.
Better you than me. Tough break for a hand job. The crazy fucker starts jerking off in the waiting room. Instant Section 8. When we're in Way City, it's like a war, you know? What I thought a war was supposed to be.
They took away our freedom and gave it to the gookers, you know. They don't want it. They'd rather be alive than free, I guess.
They don't have one horse in Vietnam. There's something basically wrong with that.
Cowboys slipping.
I wanted to see exotic Vietnam, the jewel of Southeast Asia. I wanted to be the first kid on my block to get a confirmed kill.
I can't tell with Joker whether he's saying it tongue in cheek or whether he means it when he says stuff like that.
I'm going first.
Now back off, white bread. Don't get between the dog and his meat.
All fucking niggers must fucking hang. Hey, I won't be long. I'll skip the foreplay.
So much of this is just painful to watch. It's well made, but it's painful to watch. I don't know if you blame the soldiers or you blame the situation. Yeah.
He ain't gonna make it.
You're senior NCO, Cowboy. You're in charge.
Cowboy is in charge. The set pieces here are bonkers. Like it feels all practical.
I think we made a mistake at the last checkpoint. I think we should change direction.
Go through the smoke.
We're heading over that way. A-Ball's gonna go over there and see can he find a way through.
Not good. He's not going to make it. Or is he? They cut away from him, so maybe he will. Jeez. Jeez. Just the level of destruction.
And save your ammo. Nobody fire till I tell you.
Shit.
No, ceasefire. If they decide to hit us, we'll have to pull back fast. Oh, cease fire, mother!
We can't leave him out there.
We're not leaving him. We'll get him when the tank comes up.
Fuck this shit. I'm going in to bring him out.
No, you sit the fuck down. God damn it.
That guy's not going to make it. Look at them lighting it up. Yeah. Yeah. Just gonna pick them off one by one.
What the fuck do we do now, cowboy?
Oh, this is painful. So frickin' painful.
Radio.
Sorry, Cowboy. No luck so far with the tank. We'll advise. Over.
No tank support.
We gotta go bring him back. Let's go get him. Let's do it. Stand down, mother. That's a direct order. Fuck you, cowboy. Fuck all you assholes.
Yeah, Mother's not long to live here. Do you even know where you're shooting?
Where's the sniper?
Oh.
Shit.
Your men are dead. They're wasted. What's Mother gonna do here? I feel like he's got his back to the sniper right now. Are they just letting them? Where are they shooting this? Like everything is destroyed and it feels all practical. Massive sets. Massive locales.
Murphy, this is Cowboy, over.
Oh dear. Holy fuck. That's like right through his chest. Yeah, he's
Hang on, man. Hang on.
he's not gonna make brutal.
Let's go get some payback.
Okay, so they're trying to get around behind him, outflank him, but just a girl? Rasterman got her. Jeez. That was Rasterman, right? Jeez. Joker just froze. She's not dead yet.
I fucking blew her away! Am I bad? Am I a life taker? Am I a heartbreaker?
This is so uncomfortable.
I'm running the squad now, and I say we leave the gook for the mother-loving rats.
I'm just saying we can't leave her like this.
If you want to waste her, go on.
Peace in your heart, born to kill in your head. Joker's not a killer.
Fucking hardcore.
1,000-yard stare.
MICKEY-MOUSC. Who's the leader of the...
Oh, the juxtaposition of the music on this entire movie is just jarring and uncomfortable.
I'm in a world of shit. Yes, but I am alive. And I am not afraid.
Oh, man. And now we go to some, like, Vietnam-era rock. Well, they shot in Vietnam. That doesn't surprise me. I mean, I'm sure there's still bombed-out ruins like that to shoot in. I'm pretty certain Kubrick's always been a very, very anti-war in his, quote, war movies. But I think it's especially evident in this one just because it feels so small and pointless. I can't remember a Vietnam movie where there were big battles and anything. Like it feels like a much more intimate, personal war with the platoon, the unit, the squad, and it's just about survival and the inevitable death everywhere. Very interesting style for this because Kubrick's always been a very composed director. He's got an incredibly clear vision of every shot and he executes. I mean, that's one of the things he's known for. But I'm not necessarily used to seeing that in the chaos of war. In many war movies and, you know, high quality television about war, the chaos of battle translates to the camera, and you get handheld and shaky and much less choreographed. And yet, that's not what we had here. The slow tracking shots, really composed, choreographed shots, like the shot where all the men were circled around the dead lieutenant on the ground, and camera was facing up at each one of them, and it would line up on one of them, they'd deliver their line, then we'd clock over, wait for it to settle, they'd deliver their line, and we'd turn around, and it was composed and not natural, not chaotic, but choreographed. And it conveys a different sense. You know, you know, again, you know, when we were following that camera crew as they panned across the battle and we were behind them, it adds this surreal stupidity to what's going on. We're in the middle of a battle, and yet we're focused on composing a good shot for the movie theaters back home. And I think any war movie runs the danger of glorifying the military and the war, and it's tough to separate the two. Like I remember, for instance, when we sent soldiers Canadian soldiers to Afghanistan, for instance, and you may say, I don't support the war, but I support the soldiers. That's a common sort of modern politically correct stance. But can you do that? Can you glorify the individual and yet denounce the reason they're there and the actions that they're taking? And you see these soldiers being incredibly brave in battle, and yet as soon as you see their behavior in their moments of downtime, they're racist, and they're vile people for the most part. And certainly some of that's just the coping mechanism of this is how you get through war, and I don't have the answers. I just know that this movie made me ask the questions, and really good filmmaking puts you in these awkward positions where you confront ideas that maybe you haven't confronted before, or maybe you thought you felt you landed on the other side of the fence, and now the movie opens your eyes to a new way of thinking, and you have to reevaluate where you need to be, what your position is. I don't know, because it's so messed up. It's so ridiculously violent. Like, how many men died because this one girl sniper just didn't give up, and then she had Joker dead to rights, but he was saved, and yet he's got to put her out of her misery. That's not even like that. That's how you refer to injured animals, not human beings. But that's what she was practically begging for. It's so messed up. I feel like we had. This movie started off with such a clear, interesting tone. We started off with the opening moment of basic training at Parris Island, with this incredible monologue by the drill sergeant. And everything we saw for like the next 15 minutes was training. We didn't see a moment of these recruits during their downtime, eating a meal, lying in bed thinking about the next day. The first thing we saw that wasn't training was probably 15 minutes or more into the movie, and it was when the entire platoon beat Private Pyle, and probably caused him to snap. That was the first time we broke away from training. That was almost the first time we had a scene that wasn't all about the drill sergeant barking out orders. And there was also a shift in the filmmaking and the soundtrack and the color scheme. Everything shifted in that moment. And then it became a very different movie. As soon as the soldiers sort of took the law into their own hands. And that led to Pyle's breakdown, ultimately the death of the drill sergeant and his own suicide. And it's also interesting, like, when Joker finally got into the action, when he went to Hawaii and met up with Cowboy's platoon, we just started losing leadership. The lieutenant was taken out first, and then the senior sergeant, and then it became Cowboy's squad all of a sudden, and he just wasn't in a situation where he could control the squad, and they wouldn't take orders. Mother kept firing against Cowboy's orders and refused to not go get the men, even though Cowboy had made the decision to do otherwise. And then Cowboy dies, and then like whoever's at the top just kept getting killed, and suddenly no one was in charge. Like, do you honestly feel like Mother was the man in charge at the end? No. I also thought there was brilliant use of music throughout this entire movie, from the opening frames. The music was light and funny. You know, there were these goofy greats from the 60s, you know, Wooly Bully and that sort of thing. Stuff that just doesn't fit with the subject matter and yet is totally of the time. Even the chants the platoon chanted out while they were, you know, running in formation, all this sort of thing. They're silly and they're goofy and they're rude, but they're not noble. They're not they just don't fit with what the military tries to be. And then, you know, we have these incredibly serious moments, and then we intercut with another goofy great, and then we finish with the men chanting, of all things, the Mickey Mouse Club theme song. It's absurd, and clearly that's Kubrick's choice. Clearly that's the message he's trying to get across, the absurdity of it all. You know, we had this segment where we were interviewing all the soldiers by the film crew, and one of the recurring themes is that the Vietnamese don't even appreciate us being here and dying for them. And maybe that should be the very first sign that you're not supposed to be in this war. You're unwelcome. You know, this wasn't a war about freedom. This is a war about stopping the spread of communism. History's shown that. I mean, that was. I don't think that was a hidden cause. I mean, a hidden reason right from the get-go. You know, communism was spreading from the north. China was extending its influence. And the U.S. felt the need to stop it. And they lost. They lost. But what an absurd war. I wish I had more to contribute. I'm just kind of stunned and... beautiful movie. Like, beautifully shot. And stark in its message. And I think it did an incredibly good job of just sort of conveying the futility and the absurdity of it all, and in that regard, really well executed. It's weird. I think if I have a complaint about it, or maybe it's more just another point of commentary. I never identified with anybody. I never. Like, some movies are really good at saying this is the character that you guys should be getting into, that you should be identifying with and seeing the world through their eyes. And as much as Matthew Modine, Joker, was our main character, I think because we met him when basic training began, we never got to see his real personality. The only hint of it was the one joke he cracked on day one that gave him his nickname. But as much as we saw that he was a good soldier, I never felt like this is the guy that I'm cheering for exactly. And maybe we weren't supposed to. Maybe we weren't supposed to put ourselves in a character's shoes for a movie like this. Maybe it's a movie where we're supposed to be an outside observer, because that's the only way you can. It's only by stepping back and looking at the whole situation that you can say, this is stupid, this is wrong, You know, you put yourself into one of the characters, perhaps you can feel their emotional arc enough to understand how and why they're doing the things they do. So maybe that's an intentional decision. But it's harder to watch a movie where there isn't that kind of character to identify with. Doesn't mean it's... Yeah, maybe that was his choice. Maybe that was Kubrick's decision. I don't know. Man, I got a lot to think about with this one, guys. But thank you so much to all of you who voted for it in my Patreon polls. We do polls weekly to find out what films I'll be watching next. I appreciate all the suggestions and feedback I get on those. They help shape future polls. If you want to be part of that, consider checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/NeilTalks. You'll also get early access and full-length reactions to all my reactions, not just my movies, but also all the TV I react to. And until next time, everybody, take care, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.